Hey guys, so I was going to be doing something that was like one really big video, but that wouldn't export. So my now plan is that I will do it in four parts. The first will be BLM, second is Frederick Douglass, the third is Garrison, and the fourth is John Brown. They should all be coming out together. In 2013, George Zimmerman shot 17-year-old Trayvon Martin in alleged self-defense. Martin died immediately, and Zimmerman was charged with negligent manslaughter, but was acquitted due to a lack of evidence. This alleged injustice was the birth of what would grow into the hashtag Black Lives Matter movement. In 2020, Derek Chauvin was caught on camera crushing George Floyd to death. This only fueled the fire of racial justice in the U.S. There have been hundreds of black men killed between Martin and Floyd, and hundreds will continue to die at the hands of police brutality. A few national BLM protests have cropped up in the last 7 years, but the protests surrounding the death of George Floyd were a phenomenon. People were making social media posts coming out in support of BLM, and record numbers of people were attending protests in cities worldwide, despite health concerns surrounding COVID-19. Obviously, as with every movement, there's a spectrum to what BLM supporters believe. There are people who are encouraging the formation of an all-black state separate from the Union, and there are people who think that police should take classes on de-escalation. Most people fall somewhere in between. A lot of the conversation, though, turns back to slavery and Jim Crow-era systematic racism. There's a big question about whether or not these abolitionists and civil rights activists of old would they side with the modern incarnation of their movements, or would they take a more traditional approach? Well, first things first, let's take a look at the Black Lives Matter movement today and see what they stand for, or at least claim to. Looking at the official BLM About page, there are a few ideals that stand out. The first is intersectionality, or the inclusion of women and LGBT rights in the discussion of racial justice. Egalitarianism, or the assertion that African Americans are of equal worth to all other people and are deserving of the same rights and respect. And finally, a pledge to stop systematic oppression and police brutality, which might seem pretty specific, but when you look at the origins of the movement, it makes a lot of sense. So that's 3 points. A lot of it uses modern terminology, but intersectionality and egalitarianism, they aren't new. So let's look at some Civil War era abolitionists. A few things first, though. I'm looking at 3 men in a very expansive movement. So if I didn't put your favorite abolitionists in here, I don't know, go make your own video, I guess. I try to get people from all over the spectrum from radical to moderate. At the end of every section, I'm going to give them a percentage score of how much I believe their beliefs align with Black Lives Matter. Personally, I do believe that Douglass, Garrison, and Brown all would support BLM, just based on my research, but I think they'll all agree to different extents. If you disagree, comment below. So yeah, thank you guys for watching that video. I know it was really short. You should totally go check out the second, third, and fourth parts of this series. They're all going to be relatively short. I'll have them linked in a playlist on my channel. So yeah, totally recommend it. Thank you guys, and you should probably hit subscribe if you like what I do here, so I know to keep doing it. Bye!